But don't think for a second that my kindness is my weakness. What? Fourth layer. The fox advanced. There's a 5-layer difference between profound heaven and radiant stage. Is this little girl trained by Xuefan good enough? Ha ha ha, where, you must have a death wish, so don't come crying to me at the end. An 8th grade demonic treasure. This weapon would make it easier to bridge the cultivation gap. No wonder this little girl is so confident, so she really came prepared. Although the kid sure is wealthy to hand over such a fortune to this girl. I sure as hell couldn't. He's no beggar, but a moneybags. A trip is in order to check and see how deep his pockets are, hee hee hee. Humph, you got a bigger toy and it got to your head. But it all depends on the wielder to unleash its power. I've guided your training all your life. I know everything you can do like the back of my hand. You think an 8th grade demonic treasure can change that? That's rich. Oh, really? Then let's try. What power is this? Such pure fiendish een. That monster Xuefan has really turned you into a monster like him. Junior sister, be careful. This girl is threatening my position and even my life. You be careful. Who Meyer, did you really think I'd challenge a radiant stage expert? Without some countermeasures to my weakness. What happened? That's 9th grade spiritual weapon, anchoring soul bead. What? Isn't the anchoring soul bead the treasure of the mystical heaven sect? How did it get there? The refining of this item has the anchoring soul bead as its core, but they can't be compared. Anchoring soul bead can only defend one's soul while this bead contains powerful soul flames. At an enemy's soul attack, it will lash out, returning an attack stronger than before. Oh, it's an advancement of anchoring soul bead. What is it doing in the hands of an ignorant outer disciple? What a waste. If it were mine. Damn you. That strength isn't yours. Fight me for real if you dare. In a demonic sect, the end justifies the means. Winning is everything and there's nothing that can change it. Besides, you're a 4th layer of radiant stage here, and want me to throw away my demonic treasures. You've got some nerve. Curse you, skank, since when did you get so talkative? When fighting someone, use any dirty trick in the book. Unnerving them with words is just another way of winning. You need to change that cold attitude of yours. Oh, senior sister Meyer, you were both kind and mean to me. With your soul in pain, it'll be hard to avoid this slash. It will cleanse our grudge. A shame such a great move has a glaring weakness. The girl has everything, but if there's one thing she lacks, it's experience. Ha ha ha, let senior sister teach you one simple truth. Accuracy is more important than strength. It doesn't matter how tough you are if you can't hit anything. Fox Phantom Trail. Stop and defend. It's too late. Girly, one last lesson, in a life and death battle, everyone pays attention to offense and defense. With you focusing on attacking me, it left you wide open for my attack. Time for you to get your just desserts, you will die for challenging me. What's that? It's an 8th grade defensive demonic treasure. She focused on attacking on purpose, because she had the bead for soul defense and armor for her body as well. For God's sake, she's just an outer disciple. This is too much, Fan. With his endless list of items, I'm better off just hitting him and he'd drop something. Senior Sister Meyer, you fell for it. Any strike on the 8th grade demonic treasure dragon locking armor will hold the attacker in place. Let's see you run now. You did it on purpose to draw me in. Since when did you develop a mean streak? Just now. The challenge has come to an end, with a great inner disciple done in by a single strike of an outer disciple. She's not worthy of being an elite. It only proves that this inner disciple batch is subpar. Sect leader, Humayer's death came from her poor skills. It does not speak for the rest. The other disciples are still viable for being elites. Shameful, do you want to go to the double dragon gathering with such disgraceful elites? Just take the top disciple and that's it. With the inner disciple's inadequacy more than visible, this inner competition's result is now void. We will be holding another one in 3 months. Sect leader. Enough, what I want are elites, not losers sliced in half. This guy is already on the move. He's trying to stir up the interests of the upper echelons through a competition between disciples. Yes. Humayer is simply a victim to him, of no importance at all. I wonder what sect leader will cook for the competition 3 months from now. As long as we give this Xia Wuyue enough time to plan, we are not safe. My mayor. The second elder who heard the news. Outer disciple you are, since you've defeated Humayer, you are now in the inner sect. Who is to be your master, speak. Which elder or venerable will take her? I haven't seen someone like her in years. I'll be taking her. Elder Young, don't go hogging everything. I find the girl quite pleasing, she'll be under me. You two are in your own little world I see, to think she is yours. Ha ha ha. This guy must be thinking the girl has been nurtured with great care all these years, a pawn to quell the inner disciples. And he must be planning to throw her into the inner sect and take her away from my control just so she loses her worth. Funny though, she's not mine but Juafan's. Juafan's methods are really amazing. What's going on? Isn't she his pawn? Or does he have other plans? Sect leader, everyone shows interest in taking her as a disciple, but it is hard to decide. From how I see it, with Humayer dead, second elder has lost a dear disciple. Taking Yuer would mend his broken heart. You rotten no good vile Shermanshan. You want to hog all the goodies by yourself. The hell with mending hearts. Look how perverted the second elder is. Do you see any hurt on his face? Oh no. I had a scorpion tattooed on my face because I was afraid of this old bastard. Is Yuer going to meet the same fate as me? You're wrong, Venerable Sure. In the inner sect competition, there are no grudges. Once you step on the ring, emotions have no place, with life and death settled on a whim. Master. We are elders and venerables, accustomed to our disciples' fate, so how could we care for them? While my disciple, Yu Ling, is her sister. By having them work together, their future will be limitless, achieving glory in the double dragon gathering. Venerable Bai, are you fighting me over a disciple? I only care about the sect's future and speak facts. Besides, if I want to compete with you, can you compete with me? Venerable Bai, you're a venerable yet you would fight an elder. He. Do you mean I can't? Venerable Sure, aren't you always doing it? Master. Venerable Qi, you want to take action too. Such a great talent. Of course, I want. Venerable Chi and Venerable Bai are third and fourth in line of authority. The two together can hold Venerable Sure back. Now at last, someone stood up to these greedy bastards. Enough squabbling. I know everyone wants a talent to nurture, but did you ever stop to think to ask the person herself? Wasting a talent like her is damaging to the sect. As an inner disciple, you have to have a master's guidance. Speak now, who will be your guide? Beware. Little girl, if you don't want to die, go back to the labor office. 3 months of training should have let you know that the strong never ask for anything. Yes. Who? Sect leader, I've made a decision. Please send me back to the labor office. What? What did she say? What did I just hear? She wants to go to the labor office. Where, are you certain? Once you are there, your future is over. It is a pit from which you can never crawl out of. Sect leader, I want to go to the labor office, and I won't regret it. As it is your choice, I won't force you. You shall henceforth be a laborer. Now go. Sect leader, how can we do this to a talent? She wants the labor office rather than helping the sect. What would you have me do, beg? Humph, forcing her will only make it worse. From now on, the girl is a laborer, so don't let me see you going after her still. If you've got so much time to waste, you'd better use it preparing for the competition 3 months from now. It's a chance for your disciples and yourselves. Don't squander it. The sect leader threw her into that dump too fast. Was it just to abandon her? Or something else? Who, come. Lu Su, follow me. Fool, why are you going to that damn place? I myself barely got out. It doesn't matter. I believe that I'll become far stronger there. Didn't you see me kill Humayr? I took revenge. Yes, that's right. It might be far better to stand by his side than to end up an elite. Elder Yuan. I'm back. Steward Zhua, weren't you supposed to never come out of the cemetery? Those two made me stay there for a month, but I took 3. Can't I come out even now? Please, those two are practically worshipping you. I may be of low cultivation, but I still got a good pair of eyes on these old bones. Since you're stronger and those two are back in the inner sect, that makes you the big cheese in here. Oh no, I marched to my own beat. Elder Yuan, you're the one in charge, it's best if you handle the labor office. But if you meet some hard times, I can just lend a hand, ha ha ha. Thank you, Steward Zhua, for becoming my rock, now I can finally get the respect this old body deserves. Ha 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 ha. Although we haven't known each other for a long time, we feel like old friends who have known each other for many years. Worthy of trust, worthy of friendship, worthy of respect. Ha ha ha, why are you looking at me like that? When talking to Elder Yuan, I feel that I have gained something more than ever. I've never felt anything like this before. Steward Zhua, I heard you trained aware for 3 months in order to deal with Humayr. Yes, and if nothing happens, they should be fighting right now. Why are you so carefree while they fight? Shouldn't you be watching the fight? Why, when her win is obvious? I'll be honest, I've put a lot of effort into that girl. I'm an alchemist and in my travels, I found this flame. This flame protects the soul and can also harm it. I used it to refine the soul bead replica, Azure Bead. Steward Zhua, you can make a 9th grade spiritual weapon. That's not all. I gave her an armor piece and a weapon as well, the 8th grade demonic treasure, dragon locking armor, and the 8th grade dark moon blade. a 9th grade tool refiner and a 10th grade alchemist, and to say nothing about your outrageous cultivation. Steward Joie, wouldn't it be better for you to handle Humayr? Why would you let a young girl do it? Ha ha ha, Elder Yuan, you should know the structure of the sect better than me. Humayr is a nobody, hardly matters if she's out of the picture. I could have killed her with a snap, but let her go just for today. When a grand inner disciple falls at the hands of an outer disciple, the whole sect will be shocked, and the oldies behind her will be floored. But this is only the beginning. In regards to fighting authority as an underdog, like they say, first time is a coincidence, second time's a happenstance. But the third and fourth times. Now you fools are damn useless. Why you want to flip the sect system? Correct, the inner sect is a gangrene simply because the elites are chosen from there so that each elder and venerable gets a share of resources. But how can they share resources when no inner disciple is worthy of being elite? Now do you understand why I didn't do it myself? My success will only be short-lived. They just make me an executive of the inner sect and make my efforts moot, and then I'll start becoming like them. Xia Wuyuat surely does not want that to happen. Steward Joie, you can't say sect leader's name like that. You need to address him by his title. Why, we're all friends here. Besides, Xia Wuyuat needs me too much to throw it all away just over some technicality. By your words, does that mean you're going to teach more people? Then even more will come and soon, the elites won't be coming from the inner sect, but from Steward Joie's direct teachings. That's the same as sacking the inner sect. But the resource upkeep will be huge. Steward Joie, the plan is solid, but have you ever considered the outcome of these challenges? What else could happen? They win, they gain fame, become inner disciples and soon elites, the envy of everyone. You really think so? They say old men are wise for a reason. Yes, starting with Yuer, none of them will have an easy time in the inner sect. Steward Joie's heart is like a mirror, piercing every veil. That means all these kids will suffer at your hand. It is the lesser evil for the greater good. Small sacrifices net you greater rewards. Soldiers are there to be used and thrown away. This time I used a single one to test the waters knowing it will never return. Besides, no pawn can ever move backwards. All they can do is advance and advance. Once they're in the enemy's camp, in the inner sect, their fate is in their hands. I merely gave them the push they needed. It's up to Xia Wuyuat to keep the momentum going and wrest back control of the inner sect. Pawns. Sigh. But after all, they are the people you've nurtured yourself. Even considering them as tools to discard, it's still such a huge loss. Steward Joie, have you thought about calling them back? Never. Why, they'll be your arms and legs here, in the labor office. And when you become an executive elder, they'll make your faction, bringing better results. No need. Elder Yuan, we're all men with experience, our gaze on the horizon. But they are just too green. They do not understand the meaning of blessing in disguise. Exploiting them, then recalling after they've won, will only make them hate me to the bone. Why bother? That's why you don't care about the sect and aren't thrilled to make it thrive like Wuyue. Ha ha ha, it's just a phase for you. Such a talent yet no care for the sect is the sect's loss. Steward Joie, are you here? See, Kuei Lang's already here. Yuer's win was free advertising. I bet he even brought his kid. Steward Joie is right. Please take us as your disciples. What the hell are you doing? Please, master, take us in. Ha ha ha, congratulations, Steward Joie. You have new disciples. Congrats, my foot. I'm still just a disciple myself. If you want a master, go to those old-timers. Especially you. Don't you dare tell me that you lost. You should be replacing that fox instead as an inner disciple. What have you come running back for? Take me in. Take my foot. All those old-timers await your read first at manhwaplus.com. Bow to bring you a bright future. What the hell are you doing back in this dump, for me? Being under your care will make me stronger than them. Strong my ass. I'm just a laborer who can't do anything right. You are under a laborer. What is there to be proud of? Steward Jua, it's not the place that's famous but the one residing in it. I've never seen anyone make a disciple so strong in just 3 months. I believe Ware can only live up to her potential under you. My brat shall be in your care as well. I hope he'll soon catch up to his senior sister, ha ha ha. You better not complain about it later. There's nothing in the labor office. I have no resources or pills to give them either. How far do you think they'll go? Ha ha ha, with Steward Jua being the moneybags, a few disciples will barely strain his pockets. Look at Yuer's gear that got all those elders and venerables vying for her. All of it came from Steward Jua. Elder Yuan, could you please not cramp my style? Ha ha ha, but I'm not, only helping you set the stage. Your disciples will come back running and lift you up. Why let them go to waste? As for being a disciple, you shouldn't nitpick, since teaching isn't dependent on age. I can never accept disciples, not now, not ever. Elder Yuan, you don't have to say anything. And Kue Gang. If you want to be like Yuer, I can teach you for 3 months, but that's it. Take it or leave it. Steward Jua, Ware refused to be an inner disciple and willingly returned to your side. You'll condemn her by refusing. That's her choice, nothing to do with me. Wait here, I will settle this. This is about your honor and the sect's design. Why does being a disciple of Zhuofan get involved in the sect's design? Steward Jua, are you serious? Then a sore spot. Even less. Oh yes, a sore spot. I said no. Why won't you take them then, yet show such dislike and revulsion? I'm a maverick. Ha ha ha, I've lived for so long. I've seen so many things, so you can't fool me. You'd be indifferent or ignore them if it's just being a maverick, not show such a strong hate for it. Something must gnaw at you. Talk to me, maybe I can help. Elder Yuan, have you ever been betrayed by a disciple? Steward Jua, you're such a kidder. Look at me, I'm but a frail old laborer. Who'd want me as their master? Why? You've been betrayed by a disciple before. I treated him like father and son. Steward Jua, how old are you? How can you have a son? I like to have sons. Don't mind it. Okay, go on. We were close as father and son. Yet to steal from me, he colluded with others and wounded me deeply. Since then, I vowed to never have a disciple. I see. Only when he gets revenge will the knot in his heart be untied. Otherwise. How is he now? Did you kill him and get revenge? This knot will become tighter and tighter. Eventually, it will become a knot that can't be opened. He is too far away. But one day, I will find him and pulverize him for his betrayal. In that case, all the more reason for you to take in the kids. Elder Yuan, are you pouring salt on my wounds? You know my pain and still insist. No, 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 I only have your best at heart when I say this. Since your disciple caused you pain, it will only end with disciples. If you shirk away, you'll never overcome the pain, while keeping it bottled in, and one day it will become a trauma. It will only harm you instead. As demonic cultivators, we go against the world order, braving any dangers and obstacles. This is one of them. Bear through it to relish its fruits. Ignoring it and avoiding the issue will hold you back from reaching the best you can be no matter how high you go. Because your heart is incomplete. Elder Yuan, I would have taken you as my master if not for your low cultivation. With you as my disciple, my life has found meaning. Are you there, Wu Yue? Fiend Yang, what on earth brought you here? Hey. Of course I have something to discuss with you. For all three fiends of hell to come, it must be serious. Hey, Wu Yue. What's that supposed to mean? Am I not important enough? Watch your tongue. You're speaking to the sect leader. Oh please, weren't you Fiend Xia in our little gang of 4? Stop playing around, we're all brothers here. Go mess with bystanders if you're so keen. Guards, throw these bastards out. Yes, sect leader. Venerable sirs. Withdraw, we brothers are only joking. Yes, Fiend Gue sir. Wu Yue, we want to know about someone. The same laborer that interfered with the inner sect competition. Who is he? The brat is someone I brought from outside. Zhua Fan is an outstanding chap. Stop stating the obvious. I'm not here for some confirmation. Why did you put him in the labor office? He's no waste, or did he incur some punishment? What punishment, since he's been there from the start? What? Xia Wu Yue, why you damn sect leader? You just wasted a damn good seed. What about the double dragon gathering, who is going to go if not him? Are we going to disgrace ourselves before the 9 sects again? Wu Yue, you're the most cunning among us, your mind broader, and that's also why you're sitting on that throne. You didn't just do this out of foolishness, did you? Heh, I brought him in and am still waiting for him to bring me rewards. You think I wanted him to be a laborer? I planned on making him an elite. But someone opposed it. Someone was against such a genius. Who? High Venerable. How can it be him? High Venerable is the greatest genius, giving his all for the sect and prizing honor above all else. Why would he deny such a talent from coming into the sect? No need to guess, High Venerable must have his reasons. And he told me just a few days back that he has a new plan, for the kid to never leave the labor office. You might as well forget about recruiting the brat as an elite. What? High Venerable hates him that much. Why? No hatred, and from the message he sent, High Venerable sounded quite happy. And the last sentence is, a strong man is strong everywhere, he doesn't need to be an elite disciple. And the 3 of you can't guide him. What? We're ethereal stage experts yet can't even guide a profound heaven stage cultivator. Well, he's a freak, but still. If we can't guide him, then the only one who can is High Venerable. Let it go, it's been 3 days now. It's not easy collecting yourself so quickly. How do you feel? Are you at peace? It's not easy reaching such a level, you need to take it slow. Master, why are you so insistent that I meditate, yet never let me practice my arts? I've never met my match in the inner sect. But outside. Gue Hu, you and him are worlds apart. You can't reach him, especially in mentality and heart. Mind, heart. Yes, the heart. Gue Hu, you've trained the underworld fiend to its peak, and no one in the inner sect can hold a candle to you, but over these days I have seen your heart and seen it lacking. I did not have a reason to mind it until the event on the ring. I realized just how far behind you are from him. If you were to correlate with cultivation, It would place him in the ethereal stage and you in the bone-tempering stage. It's just not something you can surmount. What? I'm lagging behind. Gu-wei-hu, what makes an expert great? Looking down on the world, with no one to match him. Shallow. Experience is the father of wisdom. The same applies to experts. The higher one's cultivation, the closer he touches upon the world's values, until he reaches the heart supreme, standing in perfect harmony with it. But don't think for a second that such a man is a pushover. They keep to themselves most of the time, and when they act, the whole world shudders, calamity strikes, and death spreads. What is perceived as a weakness is in fact hidden inside their hearts. A single intent can cower the living. This is what a true expert is. A single intent can cower the living. Did you know how strong he was before you fought? I don't know. Yes, he hid his sharpness, hiding the scope of his heart. While you have always been on a murderous rampage, hardly controlling your power. This simple point defines the gap between you. The heart in plain terms means one's window into the world's truth, the Tao. The heart is the root of all power, be it yuan qi, spiritual energy or soul. When two experts have the same cultivation, the difference in their insights sets them worlds apart. The farther you go, the more obvious it becomes. It's said, one could bring about an apocalypse just with intent alone. It doesn't matter what yuan qi or soul one has. Master, does that mean the elders and venerables have a high mentality? The demonic path is focused on selfishness, with few and far in between able to curb their desires and temper the demons within to gain insight into the demonic path. Do you recall how Venerable Sure got hurt when going after the kid when he bumped into High Venerable? Ha ha ha, they're both in the ethereal stage, yet one strike from High Venerable can kill him. Why? Because of the heart. Maybe he'd have gone beyond the ethereal stage with just a little bit better talent. A true pity. Rumor has it that High Venerable cultivated to radiant stage in just 100 years, despite his poor talent. Yet now no one can reach him, all because of his insights into Tao. Master, just what is that kid's level then? Compared to you? Much higher than mine. He is a rarity, not only his power is supreme, but so is his heart. The simple way he struck gave me the same feeling High Venerable did. Gu-wei-hu, sect leader has brought in an exceptional expert. Not one of the disciples can hold a candle to him. Please keep this in mind the next time you see him and show restraint. Sect leader must have brought him to deal with us elders and venerables. Sigh, sect leader is finally on the move. Zhua fan. He's obviously just a profound heaven. Yet his opponents are the elders and venerables. No wonder he never cared about me when attacking. Because I'm nothing to him. Steward Zhua, it's finished. Good, let's begin. May the blood tide swallow the world, may disaster envelop the universe. Open. Master, shall I go in? You're in the mood for joking. Why else did your dad and Yu Ling bring the remaining corpses over and I have set up the blood slaughter array? It's for you and blood annihilation training. Now will you shy away, after all we've done for you? Master, isn't it dangerous? How else are you supposed to cultivate? How else do you think you gained 3 layers so fast? She jumped right in, and yet you can't even compare to a girl. Master. You're the one who pushed me into it in the first place. Oh, really? Wasn't it? You call yourself a man without going through a bit of danger. Is this my son, cowering before a bit of pain? Ah, Dad, you're killing me. Steward Zhua. This. Don't look at me. You pushed them onto me. This is my teaching style, pushing the disciples to the brink of death. I've set up this array based on his peak strength. All he has to do to survive is advance, or die. Oh, really? Yep, do you regret it? Well, tough luck, it's too late now. If my disciples can't take it, they'd just have to lie down forever. Steward Jwa. Just a bewildering array. It's good for the heart. Earlier I only gave her a crash course, but as my disciples, I need to think of their future and have their hearts in mind. Her entire life will flash before her eyes, all the baggage included. She'll only get out when she understands it. Five winners. Yu Ling, Kue Lang, Lu Su, Pan Jiang, Bien San. What the hell is this old man doing? Why isn't Gui Hu here? Is he giving up on his spot? Did Jua Fan scare him too much last time and he held his disciple back? Sect leader, the 5 elite spots have been decided, please make your decision. Humph, this is even worse than last time. 2 of them just broke through to the radiant stage. Who told you to button last time? Now you have 1 less elite candidate. You got what you deserved, sect leader. I declare. Wait a minute. Ha 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 ha. This is the greatest attraction of the inner sect competition. Damn you. Not again. Outer Disciple Kue Gang. Requesting a challenge from an inner disciple. This Jua Fan is really something. He's created another master in 3 months. Good. Kue Gang, who is your target? I want to challenge senior brother Lu Su. A fresh radiant stage pup wants to take me on. Humph, do you think I'm Humayr and would fall like nothing? 5 layers difference isn't just for show, especially now that I've come prepared. TTH grade demonic treasure flowing light cloud armored demonic treasure heaven leading brush. Venerable sure, you went all out this time. Even giving him your prized possessions. Sect leader, you're too kind. What can one do when the competition has devolved into a test of wealth and not skill? Even with my meager coffers, I at least have enough to give my disciple a head start. If Kue Gang just copies Yuer and takes out the 3 baubles from last time, he'd still come up short. Such strong blood essence. 9th grade pill, savage blood pill. That's right. The savage blood pill can boost my blood flow dozens of times. Even in the first layer, this pill alone will give me the power of a 3rd layer. Rotten punk, do you have a death wish? Pushing your blood to flow so fast will end with you blowing up. Why, thank you for your concern. But this time will be different, since I took the 10th grade pill, heaven-reaching pill beforehand. What? What? A 10th grade pill. It doesn't matter. There's still a 2-layer gap. Even if he pulls out some artifacts, the gap between the 2 stages won't be so easy to close. Next. This fucking light again. Blood-knowing cloud strows rearings blood sea. What the hell? 4 9th grade demonic treasures. He's a money bag. Senior brother Lu Su, your move. Go ahead. What the hell? I quit. Sect leader's wealth is beyond measure. You're truly our leader in name and in reality. Bullshit. I've got nothing to do with this. Since Lu Su has abstained, the win goes to Kue Gang and so does the elite spot. You may now choose an elder or venerable as a master and become an elite. Kid, over here. Worship me. No, 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 pick me, I'm totally devoted to cultivating. Sect leader, I already have a master in the labor office. Please send me there as well to stay by his side. What? A laborer takes on outer disciples. Labor office. 2 elite disciples. All right, since you have such a filial heart, then I shall let you go to your master. Please tell your dear master that these items are quite nice and ask him to make me a set as well. Sect leader, about the elite spots. Defeated again and again by mere outer disciples, do you think they are worthy to become our elites? Does that mean the competition is postponed again? Postponed. Do you think they can achieve some great enlightenment in a few months? No, I think the inner sect has lost its rights to be nurtured. You're telling me that punk Xia Wuyue had you give me a message in front of everyone? Yes, Master, sect leader did tell me. Master, why did it sound like sect leader is so close to you? No matter how close we are, that doesn't mean he had to make it public. I just had to do it once or twice more and I'd get the perfect excuse to tidy up the inner sect. But he announced my existence, so now I've got the attention of all those elders and venerables. But why? That's exactly why. Didn't you set up a Luo clan outside? Then I ask you to raise another Luo clan here, in the labor office. Greetings, sect leader. That's why Dad always told me that when Master came to the labor office, he had a huge backing. Another Luo clan. This brat never gives a hoot about rules, but since I need him, I'll wait until the dust settles then. Leave us. We have things to discuss. Yes, sir. I want you to raise another pillar in the labor office. Just like the inner sect and the elites are, to such an extent that those disciples will choose this place and leave those old guys hanging. With just 2 more challenges, I will make the inner sect look useless and you can retake your authority. Now you want to establish a new inner sect in the labor office, you will have to pay a huge price. Those old-timers are rooted in the inner sect. No matter how I change it, it won't amount to anything. It might buy us time for when the double dragon gathering comes, but in the long run, it will still degenerate. It's better to make a new move. Completely exhausting power of the inner sect will destroy these old men forever. While the labor office is a place no one gives a damn about, the freest. You can do anything you want and no one will tell you off. A new inner sect isn't a pet project. You need time, people, and resources to pull a stunt like this. Especially resources, since even as a sect leader with all those oldies pushing you, you'll hardly have the legitimate reason to come support the labor office. Anyone can tell dumping resources here is a waste. No one will agree. Who said I'm giving you anything? You have all the resources you need. You want me to pay for it. Why the hell should I? I don't know how you got loaded and came into wealth, even giving disciples so many top goodies, yet now you are complaining about sharing some with the sect. You're a demon-scheming sect disciple right now, so act like one. I'd never speak of this plan if not for your deep pockets. You're the only one who can bear this responsibility and raise a new inner sect. As for time, since you took just 10 years to get Luo clan so high, you're sure to get a new inner sect built in a short time as well. Regarding people, you'll have the labor office to pick disciples from, and I've also spread the word that labor office houses an expert that can train elites in a short time. I reckon the inner and outer disciples will flock to you, so lighten up, it's all a matter of resources now, ha ha ha. You're robbing me blind. That's my hard-earned capital. I can't just take everyone. Think it through. As a money bag, don't come crying to me. It is your contribution to the sect. By the way, the kid must have told you by now. Give me a set as well. I'm fresh out. You've robbed me of everything and became a pauper. Kid, better make do on that set order I have for you. Since I'm covering for you, it's time you did something for me, ha ha ha. Frickin' Frassum, no one's as dirty as you. Oh, right, this is a demonic sect, everyone here stinks. Siawua, I'll get you for this and won't stop until you cry. Everyone is to gather at once. Elder Yuan, who called the meeting? Aren't Kuei Lang and Yuling gone? People come and go, but the camp is never without its soldiers. The two have left, but someone took their place. Hurry up now, or you'll piss him off. Did an inner disciple get dumped here again? Two left, yet another one shows up. Sigh, there's just no rest for the wicked. I wonder if he's any better. We're all here. Thank you, Elder Yuan. You are all gathered here for two reasons, one good and one bad. The bad news is, your happy days are over. Zhua Fan. He's the new boss. Kuei Lang and Yuling are gone and you have had around half a year of easy time. But now, I am in charge of the labor office, and will get you to make up for those 6 months of lost time. Not to worry, I'm not as cruel as those two. And thus we come to the good news. I am going to form an elite labor office here, to assist you in your plight. What? What? The elite labor office. Everyone, this is the labor office, you can't get any lower than this in the sect. Everyone here is punished or cast out, never to see the light of day. The fortunate ones like Kuei Lang and Yuling who return to the inner sect or become executives are too few. While the vast majority will live their last days here, fated to find their end as materials for the higher-ups training. You're lower than ants, so how can you hope for survival when death is set in stone? Yeah, we're only guinea pigs for others. Raised for the right moment to take our lives. Everyone knows I am special since I got here. Without so much as a test, they put me here even though I didn't commit any crime. Why, you ask? Envious of my talent. You must have heard of Kuei Lang and Yuling's situation. And you've seen with your own eyes what a dark pit the inner sect is. It's those elders and venerables who are envious of talents that landed me in this place from which I can never escape. Even if I do, I will never wash away this stain of being a laborer, always beneath them. It's obvious that sect leader came to Master for help in this plan, yet now Master has twisted it into playing the victim. Master sure knows how to spin it. That's how you rule. Kuei Lang and Yuling were bores with their rough tactics, while Steward Zhua is a smooth operator, all while leading them to their deaths. Inner sect is going too far. That's right. Ha ha ha, his status as steward on the outside wasn't just for show. So, I've decided. Since they've dumped me in the labor office, I'll take it over and never leave this damn place again. I will make labor office the greatest place in the sect, its pride so high that any laborer who walks out will go with his head held high under the envy of the rest. From now on, labor office has no waste, but elites. Let those other disciples watch you in jealousy, fighting to get into the labor office no matter how futile their attempts are. Humph. Just a pipe dream. The sect's resources are fixed, mainly for elites and those elders and venerables. Then come the inner disciples and executives and lastly outer disciples. As for the labor office, it gets nothing. Even if you divide the labor office, who is this kid? I haven't seen him before. Everyone will cultivate based on their talents. Without resources, all your words are worth nothing. Yes. The sect won't give us anything to achieve it. Steward Zhua, he is Tai-ing, having his shoulder blades run through for peeping on his senior sisters while bathing 3 years ago and has been locked ever since. He just got released and was thrown here. He has yet to hear of your illustrious name. Peeping in the girl's bath. That's nothing. And you can see it from his eyes, he isn't someone to lower himself by doing such crass acts. I do not know the whole story. All I know is that he peeped on 7th Elder's granddaughter. Kid, who played you? Oh. You're something to see through my sentence with one look. He, of course, commoners can't compete with the wealthy as the wealthy can't compete with officials. Anyone with a brain can see peeping isn't a death sentence. That only leaves falling for someone's trap. Ha, the wealthy can't compete with the officials. Good one. Even the people from the labor office understand it. But then why did no elder or venerable want to hear my explanation? Dumbass, since they want to bury you, they'll never give you any chance to escape. Who do you think you are? If someone wants to deal with you, he's not going to let you talk back and shame him. Well, I don't understand, just. Boy, you just spoke a pack of lies with your speech, to control labor office and take even those scraps from them. I bet you're some oldie's son, in here for some crime and dumped here with bodyguards. I've seen it before. Humph, using connections. He must have been had by a wastrel to feel such rancor and must despise any wastrel he sees. Since when did the great top outer disciple Tai-ing get reduced to being petty and nitpicking? You're nothing but a nagging hag. The strongest disciple of the inner sect, Hu. This guy. Who is it? Why does he look familiar? You know each other. Master, have you forgotten how you blew him off at the last inner competition in one sweep? He is Grand Elder's prized pupil, best inner disciple Hu. Oh, it's him. Oh, him. But his savagery was quite heavy then, unlike now. He must have made great headway in his mentality and heart. Master, you even forgot an expert like him. This guy. He didn't even give me a second thought. In front of him, I'm still too weak. Hu, what are you doing here? Yeah, you should be well on your way as an elite. Steward Zhua, Hu has been here for 2 days. They say he stole a pill and Grand Elder banished him in rage. Stealing pills. The best inner disciple to become elite, having everything handed to him, stole. You came for me, didn't you? Fierce. Ah, so you came for revenge. But what kind of grudge must have pushed you so far as to fall so low to pursue it? Buzz off, who are you calling a moron? You are the product of your environment. I am not adept in the matters of the heart. While Impermanence 5's mentality evolved so much thanks to being around High Venerable, which made their domain a murder weapon. If you seek to go further on your path, walk by the kid's side. As for being some laborer, High Venerable has a saying I most approve of. A strong man is strong no matter where he is. Zhuafan, I wish to follow you. To train my heart. Come right over. Wait, Master. Grand Elder cherishes his disciple and if he is letting him come here, it must be with a twisted plan in mind. Moreover, won't it affect the grand design of yours and the sect leader? Runt, your caution is ill-placed here. We have only just begun and there's no way for those oldies in the inner sect to catch wind of anything. Don't you find sending their disciple just to probe me so soon a waste? Moreover, the look in his eyes is similar to a friend of mine who's a martial arts fanatic. He's here to train, don't worry. Ha ha ha, I feel the same. Gue Hu is too pig-headed and impulsive to be a good spy. Even if his master gave him such a task, it will butt heads with his nature. But I feel the sincerity in his eyes in wishing to learn. How rare, some youths are willing to brave anything to walk their path. Grand Elder is a true visionary to know what his disciple needs the most, ha ha ha. Senior brother Gue Hu, you're telling me that you want to follow him. Are you sure? You're the greatest in the inner sect, yet you're fawning over a wastrel. Have you lost all dignity over just one failure? You know nothing. But I'll humor you. That man right there on the stage made me feel powerless. Among this entire labor office, I will follow only him. What the hell is going on here? Since when was profound heaven stage cultivation amazing? People, Brother Taiying raised a valid question that I am going to answer right now. The resources are not a problem, they will come from me. If you don't believe me, take a closer look at my disciples. He's wearing a 9th grade demonic treasure. When did this labor office become a gold mine? Fellow brothers, these children challenged inner disciples and yet came back alive and well. Because I can give you much, much more. All of you who wish to follow me, shout out my name. Steward Jua. 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 In order to follow me, there are some conditions. To thirst for strength. I have no need for loafers. Through a trial I'll soon set up in the labor office, I will test each and every one of you if you're worthy to join the elite labor office and deserving of my endless resources. I promise you that those who pass will become elders or venerables. You will no longer have to join the Azura Circle. And as for those who fail, sorry, but you'll remain as simple laborers waiting for death in the Azura Circle. Wait, we still have to pass a test. I haven't cultivated in weeks. Those who want to be strong, come with me. If you are so afraid to even take this step to become strong, to join me, then you deserve your fate as ants. You don't have the drive to thirst for power, you are weak. Let's see. What a profound heaven cultivator has that can make so many fall for his words. For even the greatest inner disciple Gue Hu to follow him. Heaven earth profound yellow. 4 direction gates. Open. This is. What is this? Each door is a sealed array and also your test. Between heaven and earth, heaven and man combine to form body, mind, and soul. It changes and mutates into endless variations. Each of the arrays here is made of a blend of 3 types. Trapping, killing, and bewildering, an ever-shifting space. You simply need to pass any one of these tests and you will become an elite in the labor office and will be absolved from the suffering of the Azura Circle. You mean they're all the same? Why 4 then? Good question. Making all 4 doors the same would have been a pointless act. The yellow door is the simplest. With heaven, earth, profound, and yellow targeting different aspects, the difficulty rises from yellow to heaven. Just like how there's outer disciples, inner disciples, and elites. There are arrays of 5th grade and 6th grade, with the heaven door being a 7th grade array. This kid. He actually can set up 7th grade arrays. The 4 doors target different aspects. As you can see, I'm not here to test your strength but potential. Since you just have to